What's up, schmucks, and welcome to Turkey Bites, the show where we take a little bite out of the latest movie news. And we got our first trailer for the How to Train Your Dragon live-action remake, and it looks bad. I'm pretty anti-remake, mainly because I think remakes are boring. If a thing already exists, then leave it alone. That said, there are good remakes, so I could totally be wrong about this one. But I'm of the mindset that creatives should be using existing properties or franchises to make a different thing using that same skeletal structure. The very first Godzilla movie came out in 1954. Do you know how many Godzilla remakes there are? Fucking none. Toho just keeps letting creatives reimagine Godzilla, but no one has directly remade the original Gojira because there's no reason to. Godzilla Minus One is not a Gojira remake. There's similarities, there's references, there's the same skeletal structure, but it is a different take and a different direction for the IP. Why not do a different dragon story in a different corner of the world? What are dragons like in China or Mexico? Or maybe still do Berk, but it's a different time period with different characters. This is the same, but it looks so much worse. It is gray and boring, and no one is fucking Scottish. I could excuse that in animation. It did bother me, but it was animated, so, you know, whatever. We're having fun. But in live action, this is just gonna piss me off. Julian Dennison is in this movie, and he has never once changed his New Zealand accent for a role. If he's a New Zealander in this movie, I will fucking hang myself. That shot at the end, it looks like a fan film. And I don't mean that in a, oh, the CGI is bad kind of way. I mean, it's one-to-one, but clearly does not look as good. It feels like an imitation and not a good one. I had this same problem with The Last of Us show. When it did things exactly the same as the game, my eyes glazed over. But when it did something new with the ideas from the games, I was very interested. Why are we not prioritizing the creation of new worlds and new characters and new lore that we can let others play around with? There is a very interesting world created by the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, but nah, fuck that. Let's remake the original. Woohoo! Also, the dragon designs are pretty much exactly the same, except I guess they look more real. I don't know, I was expecting something more visceral, I think. I saw someone post this on BlueSky, but there was like a How to Train Your Dragon stage show or something, and they had these animatronic dragons, and these designs are fucking awesome. Also, this is by the same director of the original, so he's just made the same movie twice. What a fucking career. I'm having a really rough week, so that's probably why I'm so angry right now, but this did piss me off. I want movies to be new and fresh. I want to see new worlds or explore new corners of existing worlds, not just revisit something I've already seen. Also, as a closing sentiment, I said I'm anti-remake, but I am especially anti-live action remake. This notion that animated movies aren't real cinema is a dumb idea held by dumb people. And we see time and time again that taking beautiful animation and making it look real does in no way, shape, or form make it better. I would argue it has never once made it better. It always looks worse. Again, I'm having a bad week, but I don't think I'm gonna regret saying this. Fuck this movie. I hope it flops. Anyway, what do you think of the live action How to Train Your Dragon remake? Was I too harsh? Am I an asshole? I'll help you out. The answer to that one is yes. And where do you stand on remakes in general? I would love to know your thoughts. Thank you for tuning into this episode of Turkey Bites, and I will see you next time. Bye!